Huri ana ki te riu o Waikato I naia nei e wero hia tonu tia ana e nā hinara me te Ropu Act te koha ruarau tāra I tuku atu ai e te koimihana tika tāngata e Paul Hunt ki te māpū Mongrel Kingdom o Waikato I ngā marama kotahake nei. Hei tāra aua kāore I te tika te tuku pūtea tāke ki tētahi rōpu e whai pāngāna ki te tau hokohokotanga o te pī ki te motu whānui. Kia titiroa ke tātou ki ngā kōrero I puta I tēnei wiki.
Does giving taxpayer money to a criminal organisation meet any of those thresholds, or is it Hakuna Matata?
Mr Speaker, the Chief Human Rights Commissioner acts independently. If the member wants to have a legal opinion on whether or not the actions of the Chief Human Rights Commissioner is fulfilling their legal responsibilities appropriately, then he can get one.
Does the Minister think that the opposition's interpretation of donation is very different to the interpretation of koha? It's the first part of my question. The second part is, Don Brash sitting on an educational trust for the Mongrel Mob, does that sound like Hakuna Matata?
Nā hei whakautu I etahi oaua a wangawanga me te whakakōrero I tēnei take, ko hono mai te māngai o te māpū Mongrel Kingdom, a Paula Ormbsy I tēnei wānei, kia whakawhiti atu tātou ki aia e noho mai nā I kirikiri roa. Tuatahi Paula, tēnā koe I whai wahi mai ki aukaha I tēnei. Paul, thank you for joining us. How are you?
Tēnā koe. I'm not bad. I'm all right. Thank you.
Now it's been a big week for the Kingdom this week. The $200 koha made by Paul Hunt to the Kingdom. What was that spent on?
Yeah, so that koha went into our healing wānanga that we did not so long ago out at the marae out in Raglan. So our men engaged in a healing wānanga looking at all kinds of different trauma.
What was your reaction when you saw the opposition to this koha being given?
Oh, I just thought that it was a complete overkill, waste of airtime. Two, I could not believe that they were questioning our tikanga as if you know they can choose whether koha is given or not because of the group that they're giving it to. You know, and I think Rawiri explained it. You know, koha doesn't discriminate. It was just unbelievable. And the thing that I think got me the most is that they weren't calling it a kohanga. They weren't calling it a koha. They were calling it a donation. And those are two very different things.
Is this a new thing for someone like the Human Rights Commissioner to give a koha to the Kingdom when attending a kaupapa or graduation of some sort? Is this the first time a government official has given the Kingdom a koha?
No, actually, I don't think so. I mean, we have had multiple guests over our time coming into multiples of different hui, particularly our mana whānau that we did. And what happens is that those koha is then collected outside and then given across with whomever the speaker is that chooses to then give that. So I can't say whether it is or not. I would imagine it's not, because that's just what we do as a people.
Judith Collins is calling for Paul Hunt to resign over this koha, the $200 koha. What are your thoughts? Do you agree that he needs to go, or is Judith way out of line here?
Well, I think if anybody needs to go, it'd be Judith. As far as I'm concerned, you know, this isn't about koha. This is just a racial attack on us. You know, it's racial baiting. It's her trying to use us as a political football to kind of kick around, and don't believe at all that he should resign. If anything, he has shown the utmost respect towards our culture, something that she could probably learn from.
The basis of Judith criticising this koha was the fact that the Mongrel Mob Kingdom has been connected with some of the P raids in Aotearoa over the last few weeks, and Mark Griffith's name was released just this week. Does that make it difficult for the Mongrel Mob Kingdom to defend it when you've got such high profile members being caught up in that?
Yeah, and I think that the key word here is alleged. and of course that has to go through its process. But of course, people are going to be sceptical. We've always said we don't micromanage any of our members. They know we've got a clear stance around drugs. We have been drug testing our members for many, many years, and so this alleged offending that has gone on. It's the same kind of thing in other organisations. So, for example, the New Zealand Police. The police have had charges of, and these are sworn officers, from rape all the way up to manufacturing. Do we still fund the police? Of course we do.
Tēnā koe wēnā kōrero. Last question, going back to the koha. So has this experience or this situation prompted the kingdom to change the koha policy or the tikanga around koha to ensure that those dignitaries and rangatira who enter into the realm of the kingdom are protected when giving a koha like that?
Yeah, I think what it is for us is that we will not change. We won't change how we do things. We won't change the hearts of people that want to give koha. It's not up to us to be able to do that. It's entirely over to the individual groups themselves to be able to do this. And I actually think that what it shows is the degree of racism and misunderstanding that is still happening within our country. I mean, we're meant to be dual heritage. This is a part of what we do. But, obviously there's discrimination around what people are deserving of having our cultural aspects met or not.
Paula Ormbsy, māngai mo te Māpu Mongrel Kingdom, ngā mihi nui kia koe wēnei kōrero. Thank you very much for joining us on Aukaha tonight, and we will see you next time.
Kia ora.
Aukaha te taipū kōrero.